2 Dana 60 35 spline hub video. Wanted to make a couple comments about these hubs. Putting on my Dynatrac Dana 60. All went well. Okay, well, first thing I wanted to note was before I bought these, I read some reviews online, and one guy was like, bought these things and took them out twice and they blew up on me. Now, hubs look pretty good to me. They're not much different than a worn hub. What I did notice is that when you look at this, the hub, when it's spinning, this little guy in here spins, and it spins all the time when you're in hubs are unlocked. You're going down the road and you can hear that little roughness. Now, if you look in there, you see a little tiny bit of grease they might have applied. And I think the only issue with this hub is it's not well greased from the factory. You see a little tiny bit there. I can hear that bad boy. And then on the backside, what you see, like most hubs, it has that little brass area where it rubs. Well, that needs to be greased really well. Isn't any grease in here, so I'm going to guess that the guy who used them twice and they blew up probably didn't put a bunch of grease in his hub. Okay, so real quick, this sits in here. Ooh, when it's greased and ready to go, and it spins on this brass bushing. That's where you need grease. You also have this thrust washer. Basically it's hard metal, so you're not grinding this hard metal into this softer cast metal. You want a lot of grease in there, so we're going to grease this bad boy up. Okay, and an incredibly simple assembly procedure. Make sure there's a little grease on these things. I don't want them to notice I've greased everything, because grease lets things come apart easy when they break, or when all the fancy stuff you buy goes wrong. So you put plenty of grease just kind of everywhere, lube it up, put my snap ring in, put this in there to get that on. It pops in, push out that. I'll go ahead and put my snap ring in, and it pops in, and that can't come out. And set my 2 screws aside, and then I got to get this little bad boy on there. These are always the most fun. Sometimes you just do it with your fingers. I'm lucky. I'm going to pry that bad boy out. That thing will snap in there. Oh, look at that. Okay, now that, I can tell it's snapped in because it's nice and flush with the outside. Can't push it back in. And I want to make a quick note about my hub setup. Dynatrac makes a really cool product. It's called a stub hub. Cuts this off. As you can see, this hub hangs out. It's one of those compromise things. Seen plenty of guys who have hubs that hang out this far, come into a rock, bam, break this hub. It's another one of the reasons I brought the G2 hubs. You're not going to break your big hub here, but your lock-in, lock-outs will break. So instead of, since I know that's going to be a spot that breaks, I'm not going to spend big money on the ultra low profile Dynatrac hubs, lock-in, lock-out hubs, or the some of the other options are out there. Just going to get kind of the cheapest hubs I can. I'm going to carry a spare. These take 20 minutes to change out if you need to. And bust one, I'm going to change it out. It's one of those compromises. Much rather have my weak link be something I can fix easy and cheap than something expensive. Like I said, Dynatrac makes that stub hub kit. That's a little bit pricey. It is pretty cool, and it does solve this problem. Yeah, I just didn't have 900 or 1,000 bucks or whatever it was to spend on that particular kit. I wish I did, because like I said, Dynatrac stuff is great, but once again, this is just basic stock stuff I can get anywhere if I break it all.